Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers knockoff review. Today, thanks to the guys over at Sirtoys, I'm taking a look at the absolutely massive, oversized version of the Age of Extinction leader Optimus Prime. This thing is insanely big, I mean humongous. I got it because I thought it would scale really well with the G.I. Joe and Action Force universe, and I think it's got it down to a T. The chrome work on the front is absolutely impeccable. It carries on throughout the top of the windscreen and the smokestacks. Overall plastic quality is okay. It's by no means anywhere near as good as what we'd get with an official product, but it's no worse than something like Robots or something you'd find in your local Walmart as one of the value toys. He still comes with his shield and sword, and they can be stored in the appropriate places. Now this is the oversized MP P10. I mean, he even makes that look small. Attention to detailing is okay, it's not amazing. The wheels are thin plastic, no rubber on the tyres, although they are painted to look like rubber. The paint applications along the side of the vehicle are a little bit lackluster, really could do with some touching up. If you're good with your paints, then this is an easy project for you. I mean, I think there's even like some kind of bleeding there where it hasn't really been applied very well. Most of the panels join up. As you push down on this top section here, it's all pegged in. It does then tend to pop away the side window section. I like the fact that we've got some kind of bucket seat silhouettes in the side of the window there as well. And this on the back here suggests that we do in fact have sound. There's also a remarkably nice space on the front here to apply your Autobot decals. Now it's times like this when I get figures this big that I think, yes, my chain bases are an amazing backdrop, but I need about 3,000 more. This thing is massive. Now let's cover the bad points. I'm going to transform him, and there, unfortunately, is parts forming. This lid section lifts up, and it's tabbed in at several points along the top here. And once we manage to pry it upwards, easier said than done with no fingernails. Let's pull this up and pull this up. There are two ball jointed sockets at the back here, which you will see shortly. There we go. They are there. Now it tells us to disengage these sections here. I don't like parts forming, so let's split these up and let's see if we can do this without actually pulling them completely off. Let's just leave them up and over to the side. Come around to this side section. This is going to untab from the side of the door, and the bottom section as well. There we go. This whole section here is going to come downwards on this hinge here, and these step sections here, they're actually tabbed in on the underside as well. They are going to come down. This section here is going to separate, and that's going to pull down like so. We can then lift up and around this section here, come to the underside and slide up the side tab sections. Back on the top side, flip up the chest section, grab the torso firmly and pull it backwards like so. That now frees up the arm space so we can rotate the arms around. Split the front sections of the cab, just applying pressure underneath and just pulling these under the tabs as you go. It is extremely tight in there. It's a mission to open. Rotate the waist section completely around. Grab the back of the leg, and it's tabbed in just at the top here. Once you rotate that inwards and around, and that brings the foot section now to the bottom, and then you can then bring the foot down and around. Rotate the wheels on the side of his leg around. Bring down the piece on his crotch and his chest. Grab the head and lift it up from the torso, like so. The smokestacks are just plugged into the back of the trailer. Once you've unplugged those, it now allows this whole rear trailer cab section to just slide down between this crevice like so. And there we have him, weapons in hand. He is massive. He's bigger than my display background. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more. Yeah, he's a big boy. Now, did you guys notice the QC errors with this guy whilst we were transforming him? His legs are on wrong. His left and right thighs are reversed. Now, if I turn the waist around to get the legs facing the correct way, you then rotate the kneecap joint to rotate the whole bottom leg, but then that puts the legs themselves around the wrong way. So his entire waist section is misassembled. I need to just unscrew the screws and swap out those thighs. But considering this guy cost me the same as what the leader class official figure cost, I think you're getting a heck of a lot of toy for your money here. And I didn't have to parts form those shoulders. It was a bit touch and go. They are quite loose, those shoulder pads, but they stayed on nonetheless. Now, as far as knockoffs go, that's a pretty darn good clean sculpt on Prime's head. And we do have this rather strange looking yellow abdomen section. That's almost all Transformer sounds. I still can't get over the fact that he appears to have nipple lasers. Now, nipple guns aside, the articulation on this guy is pretty good. It's not as good as the official product. The head does not rotate. We do have ratchets on the shoulders, and they are super tight ratchets at that. They do go up, down, all the way around. You are hindered immensely by the kibble on the side here, though. The waist does rotate. The legs, they do come forwards on a nice ratchet, but the weight of the leg does tend to bring them down. I may be able to tighten that up when I go in and swap these thighs around. The leg does rotate at the knee. You can bring them out to the side. We do have a bend at the knee. If you just move the car section at the back there, we can get a very good range on the knee. The feet go forward and back. Don't really have any real pivot on those feet though. One thing I do like though is the sideways elbow tilt, allowing him to grab his sword with both hands. Just to give you an idea of scale, here he is with the official Optimus Prime. And here he is with Titan Devastator. He's a big boy. So there we have it, guys. This is a look at the approximately 54 centimeter tall Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Now, he's not perfect. He does have his flaws. Like I say, I do have to change those thighs around, and he is very big and bulky, making his transformation more difficult than what it would be with the regular leader figure. But if you're looking for a good base figure for a customization, or something to put with your G.I. Joe, Action Force, or other 3/3/4 inch figures, this could be an extremely good option for you. I personally have no issues letting my son play with this. At the end of the day, if you give him a truck transforming robot the size of this and then give him one the size that Hasbro and Takara offered us, they're going to pick this every time. It is massive, it's robust, and it's well worth the money. If you found the video useful, please give it a big thumbs up and share. And feel free to click through to the link for this toy over at Sirtoys by clicking the link in the description below. From myself and the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, goodbye.